Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the ISFL podcast. After a week with only a short little episode with just me, we return with Cal, who is not joining us for playing because he's doing uh, updates in PBE, I think it is, and Muford.
Hi.
We are playing Company of Heroes 2.
Yes, we are. I'm the Brits. Chris is the
Americans?
Americans, and we have Oberkommando West. And we're going against a bunch of Germans and Russians.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't played that in forever.
What?
Crusader Kings 2.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier.
You know, Crusader Kings 3 is coming out soon.
Yes. Are you saving up for that?
I'm going to get that. It's like September, I think.
God, we should do that. Nick, if we do that, and for the podcast and stuff, that's not 1 week. That's like we're gonna have to do multiple play sessions and cut it up.
Is that an RTS with or no, oh, it looks like it's
It's a grand strategy
gosh,
game.
what's it called? The Total War. It looks like it's similar to that.
No. I mean, I guess technically it is.
I don't think you have a battle screen though.
No.
The armies just do what they will. If your guy's
Oh, really?
a good general,
You don't fight the battles?
Nope. If your guy's a good general or you massively outnumber him, you're more likely to win, but it's not a guarantee.
I have Hearts of Iron 3 or 4.
I think you have both. So.
Listen up, fellas.
So, first topic I think we should mention the new site and expansion.
No, my mouse.
An
Assault
expansion.
engineers are on the lines and deployable.
Oh, there's expansion?
Tank destroyer ready.
Good to
Advanced
know.
vehicle
I think
crew
I'm
training
sorry, and
now
I mean this the
implemented.
nicest way possible.
All units to adjust.
It's stupid.
Unlock to
What's
weapon
stupid
rack
about it?
initiated.
We are
Too many
outpacing-
teams?
We are outpacing our DSFL teams. We have discussed that I prefer to have equal amount of DSFL and ISFL. Some people don't get that or don't like that. That's fine. I don't care. To each their own on that. But I don't think we should be getting close. So this will be what? We have 8 DSFL teams, and this will make 16 ISFL teams.
Shake a leg. Let's go.
I
Weapon
think-
rack is now accessible.
I think so.
Combat engineers on the line.
I can name them all off. My brain is not working. It'll be 16.
I don't think a 2-to-1 ratio is a good ratio
No, it'll be
to
14.
be in.
It'll
Oh,
be
14? Well, I don't think an almost 2-to-1 ratio is something to work with. I really think it should be closer than that.
Well, so there's the issue of like the DSFL teams are always going to be lesser. Like, so with SHL, it's just like a fact of like players spend less times in the minors than they do in the majors, right? So there's what, like
Yeah,
10 SMJHL teams, but there's like 30 SHL teams.
and I'm fine with that. But there's also a point at which you're gonna have to work with the fact that not if you keep expanding, the roster's expand. Sure, more people are playing, but there's also gonna be a lot of players who are not as good, and they're gonna need
Oh, yeah.
time in the DSFL. And if you only have 8 teams, people are not gonna have spots.
Here's the deal.
You know what I mean?
Position's good to go.
I mean, so like the thing is, I have an issue like with the salary cap, right? Like, so if you have a good salary cap, you force teams to have less stars on their team, and that allows people who are like less TP to come up if you have a star, because you just don't have the cap space to have like 5 people above 1000 TP, right? So
Mhm.
Squad, on your feet. On your feet, get moving.
Go on. Or was that
I mean, that's pretty much it. Like,
kind of?
if there's a good salary cap that actually forces teams to have either all decent players or stars and some less than decent players, then that's not an issue. But if we don't have a good salary cap, then this becomes a problem.
I wouldn't say the salary caps, in essence, is bad.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that it's like there's a way to solve the issue that's coming up hypothetically. Now, until that happens, I don't think we really have to deal with it.
I think everything will work itself out. I'm just mad that we're about to lose everything that we just basically fucking put together in Chicago.
Because of expansion? How many players can they take from each team?
You can only protect 6 and the 2 GMs.
So how many? They can take as many players from any team as they want?
I think they said. I have to look
It would be
again.
like
I think
max 2,
they
right?
said 2. But the thing with that as well, if your team loses GMs, they only count as half a player.
I thought the GMs were automatically protected.
No, like if they choose the GMs from your team, like let's say you.
So like if you're a co-GM and you
are-
apply to be...
No, let's say both of you are on Chicago, right? Let's say both your players are on Chicago.
Tampers.
You both, it's not tampering. You both applied and won the GM spot. Both your players would count as half a player each.
Okay, so like...
We
Alright,
would-
that makes sense.
So you
Then
only
we-
lose one more then? You said you can lose 2?
Yeah, but that means you're losing 3 players. That doesn't make
then
sense
you're
to me.
Still losing 3 players.
That's dumb. I don't think that makes sense.
I concur. That is pretty.
That seems like trying to solve a problem that isn't a problem in the first place.
Yes. I concur.
Because like if you're losing 2 players that are, you know, like good enough members to become GM somewhere else, yeah, why are you devaluing that?
Because I don't know.
Right. That's dumb to me.
I concur.
Maybe there's an explanation that would make it make sense, but I don't know. I can't see why.
I will not. There's been a lot of talk about it in GM. That's not as far as
Steady up, fellas. I got orders coming. Upgrade complete.
Yes.
Okay, move it along.
Ask me, it's quite east.
Square the troops away. We're moving.
What do I know, right? I'm just a dumb GM. Granted, there were some good ideas that came out, and the dumbass GMs didn't follow them, or didn't pass it. So, go off of that.
Get the lead out. We've got orders.
Hmm.
It is what it is. Did you not block? Oh, you blocked. So, what have you been up to lately, Cal?
Get your gear.
Applying to jobs.
Me too.
I did have an interview on Friday that went well, so we'll see how. See what I
Congratulations.
think.
That's great.
Yeah, hopefully we
Losing a capture
get
point.
that one. Let's see. How is? I haven't looked at my player page in a while.
What would that job be?
That would be a software engineer.
So what you do?
Yep.
Enemy contact. Target destroyed. Move up. Lock down that area. Go.
Okay, so I have 10, 100. I have about. I have 77 TP until I'm maxed.
Nice.
Sweet.
What league?
ISFL.
Excited?
Yeah.
Like maxed everything? Like,
Not everything, just like the stats that actually matter. So, strength, speed, agility, intelligence, and both of the blocks. And hands.
Bazooka to the rear. Let's go. Here it comes. That's done. Get ready to go, man. Rocket to the back of the squad.
does hands really matter?
I don't think it does. I was told it matters a little bit, but I don't know why it would.
Shake a leg. Let's go. All right. Line
shall we talk about today, my friends?
Okay, well, so that was the first one. Is the the expansion?
Oh, I mean, I think there's still more that could be said. Like, do we know anything about the teams? Do we know
We know
anything about the
nothing
people
about
who applied?
A couple
Okay.
people have told me they've applied.
I know a couple people from Chicago that have also applied.
Interesting.
It's not from Chicago.
Who are you mentioning then?
I don't want to say because I don't want to prejudice anyone who might be watching.
You can just tell me.
Are you gonna blab it?
Our fighting position now
Yeah,
has
but
some
it's gonna be on the
behind
podcast, right? So. Oh, I see. You're gonna.
Text it to me.
Yeah, then. Gotcha.
it. Enemies are swarming
There's
one of
also
our
a topic. There's
emplacements.
a tank.
I know. I'm getting my bazookas up there.
I was like, I can't do. You texting it to me or Discord?
I'll text it. That Discord has to tab out.
There's so many. There's so many.
The enemy has destroyed an emplacement.
Why'd you put that there?
Because I expect them to move.
Okay. Are there questions on the site?
I haven't seen any questions on it. No.
Heck. Okay.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
What's the thing you want to talk about besides that? Yeah,
Well, I'd say
basically
the new
everything's an expansion right now, just like SHL.
One of our fighting
just like-
position is sustaining fire.
Hidden. So many rules. Not hidden.
Somebody was talking about it being rushed. Or no, that was on SHL, wasn't it?
They said SHL.
Yeah. Are there positions that you think are oversaturated right now that caused it to happen?
No.
Hey Nick, you see that?
Yeah, but is she the other one on the bridge?
Well, can't do anything about that, unfortunately. Where's your 17 pounders?
I don't have any.
Why not?
You know what, Chris? I don't need this rest.
So, do you just think there are enough players overall, or?
There's too many.
Well, yeah, right, too many. Okay.
Sounds weird. Just like... Yes, there's too many players overall. Therefore,
Continue with the current number of teams.
Yeah. I honestly think we only expanded how long ago?
I mean, if there are too many players, there are too many players.
Frag grenades are on their way up to the lines.
Nick, I don't know.
I don't either. I've never heard that name.
That's his Discord name.
Oh, that's. Is he in our Discord?
I don't think so.
Then what Discord is he in? Why would he talk to you?
Because I got him into the league. Ah, I remember.
Ambulance ready for action. Boys, we're ready to go. Watch for my hand signal.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll get it,
Oh yeah.
but
What the hell am I up to?
I mean, it really depends on the candidates.
Frag grenades now available for
Anyways,
action.
sorry.
Battalion just released a major distraction.
Chris, can you get rid of that fighting position so I can put an anti-tank?
Yeah, give me a sec. So, okay, so going to that, I think expansion this quickly is not good. I mean,
I don't think it's bad.
it's only been a couple of seasons. I think we could have been served well by running a DSFL up a little bit.
Enemies are swarming one of our emplacements.
There you go, it's gone. I know everyone's like, well, DSFL's, blah blah blah, and I'm like, but it's part of it. It's part of what's needed.
You're not wrong, but the thing is, with how big the the numbers have been getting, adding an expansion team now.
My personal opinion is that everyone should only have to spend one season in the DSFL, assuming that they're active.
I also think that way about the SHL, and yet you got people down in the SHL with over 1,000.
That is a big fucking problem, and it's so obnoxious to me.
Like, I don't, I just recreated. I know
Yeah.
we're talking about a different league, doesn't matter to me. I just recently recreated, and I fucking hate with a passion that my player is gonna have to spend multiple seasons in the minors.
I can see like 2 seasons, but after that,
Like, your
that should
first
be
season-
enough.
It should be your first season when you first create,
Hmm.
and then one season after you're drafted.
Right.
And that should be it. Like, that should be it, dude. And there's, like, for example, like, fucking Trellis players, what, like 1,000 TB down in the minors?
Yeah, well, so he's doing that because
I get it, but you get what I'm
he
saying.
wants to help the team,
But,
and
like, Frick's player, whatever, Bork Laser or whatever the fuck his name is.
I don't know.
I think he's got like 800 TPE, but he's still in the minors.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, it should not be.
It doesn't
Like,
make sense.
you lose years of you know,
Yeah, you don't get as much time.
you regress faster.
Right.
Shit. Hate it. I fucking.
Well,
hate
the
it.
only way that's gonna happen, it's gonna be something. Have to be something like automatic call-ups, automatic send-downs, and that's I think a whole thing that we've talked about before on this, and I don't know if people really have a stomach for, because that really takes the whole reason we didn't do DSFL affiliates is that you don't like removing people's autonomy. That's removing people's autonomy. Drop your mortar on that bunker.
I don't think so. I think if it's the difference between forcing them to come up and giving them the opportunity to come up right away if they want to.
Oh man, that's dirty. Bofor's right there.
Oh yeah. It's just like no matter what's gonna happen, it's gonna be a shitty.
Like I said, I'm not against expansion in a general sense. More options for people, aces. I think the problem for me is just, it's too quick. Yeah, drop your mortar team into the mortar emplacement. Still got an
I
opening.
can't.
Who goes in that?
I can't put the mortar team. I'm putting just an infantry squad in there.
Ah.
Got your orders. Fresh bags in. We got orders to shoot any Jerry we see. Sherman bulldozer ready. Get that 50 cal.
That's how I feel, Kel.
What about you, Cal?
About
For, against, indifferent to expansion?
I mean, I think you should always want the leads to get bigger.
This quick though?
I don't know. I mean, depends. I feel like I don't know.
Just
The-
crash.
more slots is good.
Oh no, sorry, it's my tank.
Like I said, I just hate that we like, me and Bailey have,
Sherman
like,
dozers have
did
reached the
everything in
front
power
line.
to make Chicago better in the little time we've had. And it's kind
Oh,
of
Nick, you gotta move that 6-pounder.
This thing moving.
getting kind of
Tank can't get through.
Send your orders. Driver forward.
Like we put in a lot of fucking.
Tank destroyer is
I
ready
know,
for action.
I know you did. I've been part of it.
Place. Driver over to that location. Move around.
Just
Clear free. Where's that coming from?
Yeah.
Armor ready. Annihilate my
and then
enemy.
the fact that if you have players that are at free agents, if you haven't re-signed them yet, they can't re-sign with your team.
They didn't tell you that in advance?
I mean, they just recently came out. I mean, if we like, because people like to test free agency, which I'm
Right.
about. you just don't get a chance to get them back, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's frustrating. I feel like you should get a chance to.
What is it? I'm thinking like, what is it in football? RFAs, you have the right of first refusal.
Driver, move out.
I think if we did that and brought that as a thing, that'd be interesting.
They do that in SHL too.
Get us the fuck out of here! Resistant action! Bring the gun ready! Tank destroyer is
In
ready for
sim
orders.
leagues or in
It's
every league? Okay.
It's like in real life, I get it, but like in sim leagues, it's really
Yeah.
it should be enforced.
Right.
Moving on the flank!
You're about to lose.
Drive! We got engine damage! Get the fuck! We just lost a
I
medium
don't
tank!
think I should be forced to lose my team because or be stuck on the team. Literally. Like for example, like I was saying, again, this is for SHL right now, but my player, his first contract is not going to see the major leagues.
Driver,
You know what I mean?
position. Armor ready.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Crew ready. Let's get to it. Get us over to that point.
But then there's like
Driver, get us over to that
I don't know how many teams is too many
32
And-
in a league like this side, I think would be too many.
SHL.
Watch for my hand signals.
Like at what point do they do like a relegation system or something?
At what point do they stop streaming every single game and start only doing what the WWE does and only show a couple games of sim?
That's
That's-
definitely gonna have to happen soon.
That I
Because
think
they're
has to happen.
expanding too, no? They are, yeah. They just gave a team to Hot Dog and
Square yourself.
I think that's gonna have to happen, and
Tank.
I mean, okay, I know you guys, you know, maybe don't get along with him, but I think if we're gonna go pro rel, take a page from soccer's book, and
Who?
from soccer, soccer leagues have pro rel.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
And I mean, I know you guys always give me crap, but I think if this
I don't
pro
give you
rel
crap
thing,
for liking soccer. I like soccer.
I think, no, that's not what I was referring to. I think if this is gonna be a pro rel thing, you should probably. This one's gonna give crap. Ask Jacob. He's a huge soccer fan and actually quite knowledgeable about this sort of stuff.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being wiped out.
I don't think that's gonna happen
Armor
at least
here.
in this league.
Oh, definitely not.
Or not yet at least.
And yeah, the
Basically, if you at this point in time, if we were gonna go pro rel, we'd have to redesign the ISFL from the ground up, and then there'd have to be a dispersal draft with this expansion draft of all the players, so that there's an equal amount of NSFL ready talent. Because otherwise, those DSFL teams are gonna come up for one season, get shellacked, and go back down immediately.
yeah, that. So the nice thing about sim leagues is that if you get somebody who knows a lot of people, and like people like them, you can draft decently, and then have free agency happen, and then just be like, hey, we're buddies, right? And then you can
Oh,
you can build up
mean,
a dynasty.
You mean pre-tampering?
No, like once they go to free agency, then be like, because like I know,
Send your orders.
like on SHL, Joe K,
Mhm.
talking with Blast, like, he was talking about how like he wants an SHL team a long time ago, and then Blast said, "Man, if you ever get one, I'll be on your team like as soon as my contract is up." And then that happened, right? And it's because they had a relationship before
Commanders, be advised.
he
Barrage
became a
now
GM.
For all the stuff I've been told about tampering, how it's ruled, that seems awfully close.
Tank support is
Well,
here.
he didn't have a team yet or anything, right? It was like a hypothetical in the future thing. So,
They gave him no. And then you get everyone flocked.
right. I mean, that's exactly what happens. So, I could see that being a thing where like you get drafted to a relegation team, and then they get people in free agency that are like, I want to bring this team from the lower league to the upper league.
Some people get off on that shit.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's more likely to happen if that's the case.
They get brought up and they get sent back down and then it's just a
and
carousel.
a constant yo-yo, and people are saying, "Oh God, we went down last season." In the case of say like oh no, the Outlaws had a bad year, got relegated.
Mhm.
Oh, and then people
People
are gonna
sign
go,
one season contracts so that if they get relegated, they can
They can
just
just
move
dip,
to a different
yeah.
team. Yeah, I mean, I think that'd be an interesting, like, dynamic. You'd have a lot more movement between teams.
It's the only. It'd be a one way to get a lot of fucking like yo-yos.
Which I think is a huge thing. There's not nearly enough movement.
And then but on the other hand, then you have Orange County's been good for a real long time, and they're never gonna get relegated. Let's all sign there
That's
for
kind of
cheap.
already how it is. I hate Orange County.
I think you hate Orange County because they're good. Just like when everyone hated Detroit, the Red Wings forever because they were just good forever.
Excuse you, my hatred for the Red Wings is eternal, has nothing to do with how good or bad they are.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I will not have you besmirch my hatred of the Red Wings.
The Red Wings are amazing. What are you talking about?
Amazingly bad.
Yes, historically bad. Whatever we do, we're number one at it.
A friend of mine who lives in Wyoming, his dad's a fan of the Red Wings, and I always joked with him that like the reason the Red Wings are so good is because under the Joe they found like the Fountain of Youth. They've just hidden it for so many years. Either that or they were pioneering cyborg body parts.
Button her up. Shut her down and
I
dismantle.
don't understand.
Lidstrom's the perfect human. He doesn't need bionic body parts.
He doesn't need things like sleep or water or food.
Yeah.
Commanders, be advised. Troop
Fuck sleep.
barrage
All my
now
homies
available.
hate sleep.
Stand to. Orders.
We didn't lose a crocodile like they were taking me.
Recon pass.
Lost a half.
Watch your map. Troop, fire mission.
That is a heck of a lot of guys.
Barrage. Fire for effect. Tank support is here. Sherman ready. Sherman ready to get that 50 cal mountain us out.
So, I know there's a lot of dead time, but there's a lot to think about here. I think if Pro L does become a thing, if we keep getting teams, I think this is a good amount. Then I wouldn't feel so bad about the 2-to-1 ratio. I think we have 14 teams, 14 ISFL, 8 ISFL. You redisperse everything so everyone has roughly equal amounts of quality players, and then you let that run out and see how it goes.
No one's gonna want to do that.
Well, I mean, if you're going to keep expanding, there has to be something, because you
Tank
can't
support
keep
is here.
running the way it
Sherman
is.
ready.
Understandable, but I'm talking more so about the fact that you're talking about like. No one's gonna want to redistribute the teams.
One of our fighting positions is
I mean-
sustaining fire.
I get it, but something has to happen.
Ready, set.
Oh, Nick, your 6-pounders out.
I need the caps.
The Caps? Are you playing
Cap.
Fallout?
No. Population cap.
Ah.
Oh, AI did it. Let's have the AI do something.
50 cals up. Tank support is here. Sherman ready. Looks like we're getting into the exciting. Get that 50 cal mounted.
Yeah, Nick, you're at the backup. That's 40. It's gonna be crush.
Are you winning, son?
Enemies are swarming
Uh,
one of our placements.
We're on a map with only one bridge. So it's
Gotcha. It's just fighting over the bridge until somebody takes control.
we only did
Then your troops get across and it's over. Assuming you do a well-coordinated attack.
World War II. We just keep doing that.
Commanders, be advised. Troop level barrage
Disgustingly
now available.
accurate.
Central orders. Everyone out. Let's go.
firing rockets or something.
I just fired rockets down the path.
I heard the sound.
Orders! Listen up! Hasty reconnaissance inbound! Stand by!
Look at that.
Fire mission! HE quick! Barrage! Fire for effect! Break cover! Move it! Focus on the major damage! It's down! Order completed!
Good one. Okay, apologies. Let's get back to this. So we've talked about expansion. What about the new site?
I hate it. I do.
Yeah, so honestly, I don't like it.
This seems to be a lot of change for not much gain.
Well, so there is gain from it,
Is
and
it all on the back end perspective?
you'll see it eventually. It's being worked on right now. Not that it's updating. Actually, that's been a whole nother thing. Ugh.
Man, they were talking
but-
all this shit about the dots cards, and I still nothing.
Yeah, because right. So we need people to allow us to do stuff, and there's been like radio silence, and it's kind of bullshit or whatever. Just people don't want to work on it with us, so we're looking at different solutions right now. But there are advantages that are eventually going to be seen. They just aren't right now. I just don't like the site itself right now. It's like
The
yeah.
skins off and the way they do like post changes and all that sort of stuff. It feels less.
Yeah, and like specifically for
people-
graphics, we can't see which threads are locked, so it's.
People don't like JSync and all, but like, I mean,
I don't have a problem with JSync. I just think that if you do it right, a different form can be better. I just don't like this.
if it's done correctly.
Yeah.
I just, like you said, I'm not a huge fan of it. I feel like
I am willing to give it a little bit of a try. 'Cause it's only been what, a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Mm.
So.
But even then, like, there's been a lot of silly issues. I mean, just
Yeah.
like little things, like I should like. You only certain skins have like the view new posts and shit. I use that shit all the time.
Armor here.
You know what I mean? Because that's how I know, and I'm able to keep up with everything that's going on the floor.
Yeah, basically, I mean, I guess this is, you know, it's not a big deal, but I don't really do much on the forum, so it's just kind of, I show up for, do my updates, do my quick tasks,
Commanders, be
which I
advised.
actually need
Troop
to do.
level barrage now available.
I was about to say, did you do it?
Yeah, do it on my phone right now. Because it's already been written, I just have to post it.
I don't know. I just think overall, they talked the shit out. They talked the big game. It's failed to impress, at least me. So far. I could be the only one that feels that way, but it's been very lackluster.
I agree. But I mean, Cal, I know Cal's working on it.
I'm not working on that. I'm
Weren't
pretty sure I have been pushed out of that circle
you
because I'm
originally
working on
for
dots instead.
Yeah, weren't you working on it at some point?
I was going to, and then I started working on dots, and I don't think
I think
people working on it are happy with me for that.
well, I have the problem because dots are an awesome candy. They don't need to be worked on more.
Fair.
Do you agree?
Yeah. No, I don't like dots at all. They get stuck in your teeth and it hurts.
Fire mission. HE quick. Barrage. Fire for effect.
And honestly, they don't taste that great.
The regular ones are so much, but there's like ones at Christmas and they're like cherry vanilla. Those are amazing.
See it.
Maybe it's just me, but this seems to just get a real mobile friendly.
It's not. None of it's. It's really not. It's. But they think it's.
Really hope none of them listen to this or hear about this, because there's gonna be some real butthurtness about it.
Give a fuck. I'll tell them in GM chat. I think the forum is trash. And like I said, I've been around since season 1, and they're like, no one's really said like why we should change it or anything. You know what I mean? Like people that have been around from the beginning. I know I'm not like most of the guy or anything, but like or whatever. But like I don't remember ever being asked about it. You know what I mean? It was just like, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
The ghost of Ballerstorm would be appalled.
Just what it is. My game tapped out.
I'm just slowly stocking up on some Shermans and making that big push. Oh, incoming Panther.
One of our fighting positions is sustaining fire.
Oh,
Tank support is here. Sherman ready. Crew ready.
Panther. Is there like a zoom out button? I feel like the game.
Commanders, be advised. Troop level barrage now available. Armor here. Mount that 50. Tank support is here. Sherman ready. Button her up. Hit that 50 cal.
Oh man.
Wow, we are really, riveting conversation today, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm just. There's so many players to update this week. It's ridiculous.
So, guy, I
It's a
think
big ol'
this is Chicago's year.
No, we're fucking 1-3. I'm so just irritated.
50 cals up.
I clearly don't know what I'm doing. Bailey needs to come back from vacation. And I'd be happy. Step down.
Gather around and listen up, men.
Well,
Straight for a recon pass.
the
Watch your map.
every GM pretty much now tests. Isn't Bailey the guy that does that?
We have like a sim testing team.
Fire mission.
Oh, right, yeah.
HE quick. Barrage. Fire for effect.
Okay, if we're gonna push, now's the time. They don't have a whole lot there.
Push them.
I'm waiting for the last tank to come off the line.
Sherman ready.
That's another thing we can talk about.
Oh,
Removing trivia in favor of predictions 3 times a week.
Are they doing that, or are they talking about doing
Oh,
that?
it's already been done.
Big push coming.
And basically, long story short, if you don't get your predictions done, like you have like 36 hours to do it, and you don't do it.
clear the path and then don't block up the bridge.
Which I hate. I fucking hate.
You have to do them all at the beginning of the. Oh, I see what you're saying. You have to do them. So we're doing them during the week again,
Yeah.
instead of one time. Okay.
Well, that forces you. Some people that like, as a casual person, I'm not saying I am. I mean, I missed week 2's predictions because
That's real life stuff.
I didn't check the fucking forum, and I missed out on predictions because they posted Tuesday, less like 36 hours before the beginning of September.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna be missing those.
If you don't fucking check, you're shit out of luck.
Yeah, that was why I didn't make it to 1300 with my last guy, because I didn't check the forum every day. So I don't have time for that.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
I think, especially because we know so far in advance that PTs are, you know, like what games are going, etc., and it should be posted at the beginning.
Don't
of
you
the
know for the whole season?
Yeah, I mean, like you could do it every Sunday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Post that week's games.
I still haven't heard a good argument for why they aren't all posted at the start of the week, other than people saying, like, it's more forum activity, which is like, okay, fair, but who cares?
I'd say personally for me, I'm indifferent towards it. I see it, like I get tagged on the Discord, I try to go do it if I'm
Commanders,
able
be
to.
advised. Troop level barrage now available.
But I know not every team has that.
Actually posted something about it. It's fucking
Say again?
I just posted something about it in GM chat saying, you know what, they should be posted beginning of the week.
Actually, I would say it'd be interesting if they had a rule that if it wasn't posted by a certain time, the first week's games or everyone gets max points.
Are you trying to start a riot? An HO riot?
Package.
Heck HO.
Bunch of snaps.
Ready. Hit it. Go, go, go. Ready, set.
Yeah, I think they
Dial in my azimuth.
they should all be posted. Like, it doesn't make sense to not. If you want to get rid of trivia, fine. But if you're getting rid of trivia, frickin' post all the goddamn
Sherman ready to go.
I'm going to that Panther.
People do other things with their lives? No. No.
Moving on the flank. Stay ready. Let's do this. Ready. Don't try. Get us the hell out of here. Sherman, take it fire. Explore it. Keep up. Hit it. Ready, set, go. Get out of their strike zone. Ready. Round over.
Oh, I'm sorry. ISFL. Toggle's updated.
I have 5 more left.
Chris, keep it up.
And what?
I pinged him.
Oh, got it.
And that's awesome, Cal, because I really miss playing Hearts. I had such a shitty last 2 weeks without this COVID shit. I want to play some Hearts.
We can play HOTS as soon as I'm done. As soon as you guys go done too. Who the fuck? Potato? Oh, it's Krilla.
Good fucking hit. Bail out, bail out. Drive, drive, drive. Get the hell out. Egg ready. Reach, get to work. Hit it, go, go, go. Ready, sit. Get out of their strike zone. We're on fire. We just lost a medium tank. Load it. Ready. Swing the main gun onto him. Incoming. Go. Floor it. Target destroyed. Fire.
So,
I'm just thinking about the new builds in PvE and whether or not I want to recreate there instead of ISFL for my next guy. Because I don't know. At some point I will be. I'm only gonna do 2 at a time, but the Legion of O-Line seems to be doing fine.
Looks like we're getting
Oh,
it.
so you're not going to be around for me how you do.
I don't know, we'll see. Depends if you stiff arm me or not.
Honestly, I just think about, like, just dropping.
there is one thing I was thinking potentially. I've you know, I've gone through this well before, and I'll go through it again and again. I think something that might help. In a generic, what's the roster size currently in this league?
22.
22?
Combat
Yeah,
promotion
22.
in.
Plus
23.
25, I figured. Specialists?
Fucking hit.
No, no special.
I don't think there are any specialists.
Armor ready.
Kicker, puncher?
There's one.
Um,
You play both.
I was gonna say, why not? You could always try to run it on Madden. I think you run deeper rosters on Madden. Because actual,
That'd be awesome, but I don't think you can edit players, right? You can?
At least I know an older one could.
Yeah, I think it would have to be an older one.
Yeah. Basically, because in Madden, wide receiver 4, cornerback 3 actually matter.
Yes, I know, Chris. I'm sorry that your position, your player right now does not matter.
Hit it. Go. Enemy neutralized.
That's just a product of, yeah, the sim and the league. Like,
We actually, just so you know, we actually have you in certain formations playing as wide receiver.
Playing as what?
One in some formations you're receiver 1, some formations you're receiver number 2. Like your
And I still did nothing.
I mean, same with the Enigmatics character. There are formations where she plays 1 and formations where she plays 2. Like, we split it up so everyone gets equal playing time. You know what I mean? I don't know what else to do.
I got a Panther up here next.
A medium tank was just lost.
I'm trying to do what I can with what I have.
Without Bailey to hold command.
And little bastard running on.
how dare he? How dare he go on vacation?
How dare he have to
Disgusting.
How dare he?
How dare he?
Also, I just shot rockets.
How dare he run his goal? How dare he? Disgusting.
Yeah, I just realized maybe that should have been a good one. Foul now. Hey, that's a win. I got
How long have you been doing this stuff?
49 minutes.
Oh,
I want to go a little over because there was a lot of dead time.
fuck that dead.
I gotta run to the
Leafer
bathroom.
gives us full credit anyways, I think. I love you, Leafer, if you listen to these stuff.
Said it before and I'll say it again. I really hope he does not.
Right? I hope he doesn't either. much time did he say? 49 minutes? You know what's the worst? Assholes don't ask us questions. I'm
Yeah.
blaming the league. Fuck that. It's not our fault. It's the league.
Fuck the league.
Yeah. Fuck the league. Burn it.
Don't tempt me.
I'm back.
Ow, shit.
So, I know this has kind of only been like a 2-topic podcast, but I mean, they're big topics. I think we should also all consider the idea that if HO doesn't, or if HO gets angry at us, I predict there's
Heck,
a
HO.
violent overthrow of the HO.
There it is.
Bunch of sticky booty holes.
I don't have the energy to do a violent overthrowing.
Okay, well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna
What are you
start
gonna
up.
do?
Well, while we still have 9 minutes left, I'm gonna start up another game so that people don't have to just stare at my boring desktop.
Okay. Start up HOTS, get that ready. I only have 2 more players.
I got a nice game. It's a fun one. It's an old one. Wacky Wheels.
Wacky Wheels. That sounds familiar.
It's a bunch of animals racing in go-karts that fire hedgehogs at each other as their weapons.
Yeah.
It's on Steam. Like $5.
Why is it $5? What is this, from the 90s?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 94. How can you justify? Crazy. Alright.
I'm a sucker for older games, so.
This guy.
You are, even though they're not good.
Rude.
Oh shit, the Cardinals actually played today, Chris.
Why are you Cardinals
I know,
fans? What?
I'm a Cubs fan. Don't you
Hey,
Okay.
dare put that evil on
The
me.
White Sox went back.
Holy crap, guys, the Tigers aren't the worst teams in the AL Central.
Did you hear
Wow.
me, Chris? Sox hit 4 home runs in a row.
Oh, you're a Sox and he's a Cubs fan?
Yes.
Yeah.
I gotta go with the Cubs. My grandpa was a Cubs
Hey.
fan. Grandpa didn't get to watch him win the World Series. Big sad. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris, that's like 4 home runs in a row. That's crazy, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, Tim Anderson's done. He had like a strained groin or some shit like that. It's so weird to see no fans at that.
Well, you don't like the cardboard cutouts?
It's better than the PS2 fans. Because when the Cubs play the Royals mascot saw Marlins guy and then like put a Royals jersey on him on the cutout.
That's awesome.
Let's hope if I remember how to play this.
Have you seen the sections where somebody bought like a whole section and just put themselves in a cutout there over and over?
Wait, what?
There's like some teams, fans bought entire sections and just had their cutout in every seat of that section.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
people with too much money.
Yeah, no kidding. Rich people giving rich people money.
Did you also, off topic, did you see that Alex Smith was cleared to play football again?
Host?
Alex.
He's a cute quarterback for that Washington team. Yeah,
Washington football
I love that everything is calling it the Washington football team. Current teams, Washington football team. That's awesome. Are they just gonna go with that?
That's
Until
I can't understand you.
You are a robot.
Hello, robot.
sorry if it's a robot, but it's gonna be until they come up with an actual name.
Fucking.
Is it that hard?
Yeah.
Trying to come up with a not racist team name is that hard, eh?
Yes. Carl said he's gonna join us in 30 minutes at 9:57, so he has 10 minutes.
Boy.
Oh my god, we're about to get 4 boys. 4 of the boys?
Duh, boys.
Not boys, not boys. Remember when Ur used to play games with us?
I do. It was a different time. It was a better time.
It's so fucking hot. Wasn't it supposed to rain today?
Well,
I don't remember.
I don't think it's supposed to rain today.
I hope I did it.
My gosh. Okay.
No.
Those are all archetype changes, right?
I did do it. That was
There
sick.
you go.
I couldn't remember if I updated.
I gotta update real quick.
I updated in SHL. I don't
Nice.
know what to update it. My character is so balanced. I don't know what to do. Hey, the Bulls got a new head coach. That makes me happy.
Already?
No, they fired Jim Boylan.
Okay.
No, no, no.
Let's see.
I'm
Did I update
I
everybody?
almost messed up.
Yep, there it is, all 23.
What team are you updating?
Dynamos and PBE.
So, final thoughts, guys. Your thoughts on? Well, you know what? Let's go with the dots, the cards. Over under
Yeah.
the yes or no? Will they be done this season?
Yeah,
No.
we're trying to launch on Friday.
It was supposed to launch
excellent.
like before the season started, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the reason it did not, is because the software team wasn't working with us.
Fair.
We had radio silence for 2 weeks straight with them. So. Alright, so my final thoughts are Hack HO,
I concur, heck, HO.
frick the
Frick nasty.
frick the White Sox, and go
That means you're a Cubs fan.
go Cats. I'm a Tigers fan, but I can live with the Cubs.
Ew, a Tigers fan? What's wrong with you?
I don't know, maybe the fact that I lived in Michigan for 21 years.
But the Tigers?
Uh-huh.
Tigers? That's like...
You know, if you keep saying the same thing, I might understand what you're saying.
But the Tigers, though.
But
They've been,
vanilla pudding.
they've been to the World Series more recently than the White Sox have.
Did they win a World Series, though?
The Cubs? Yes, they did.
No, the Tigers.
Oh, no.
Almost did it again. I keep trying to go for the handbrake right at the end, and I keep goofing. I'm gonna try. I'll finish the set of races, and I'll end it.
Alright. Oh heck, Carl's on.
Okay, we'll be there. You have a
Alright.
good one finishing this out. Bye, Chris. Bye, people.
Bye bye.
Come on, pass me. Yep. In case if anyone's asking, I'm not using any sort of drive. I'm using this keyboard. Because 1994, all you had was keyboard. Well, slick. I won't even go for the full race. I'll just finish this one. Apparently, I'm spinning out in slick sand. Wink. Heck, oh! Slipped up at the wrong moment. Failed horribly. Oh, last race, so final. God dang it, elephant. Get out of here. Okay, well, I hope everyone enjoyed this. I'm sorry I'm a little distracted by my driving. And it was a little bit of a lower key one. As we've heard alluded to, we got COVID. And in case anyone also didn't know, I did mention in Discord, had to put a dog down, so we're both kind of a little down right now. I hope this time finds everybody well. And I hope everyone has a good day. I hope everyone has a fun time in the league. I mean, even though we're bagging on it a little bit, it's still a fun time. It's a good league. Our arguments come from a place of we want it to be better. I think everyone wants the league to do the best it can, because God forbid if we didn't do this, we'd be outside talking with actual people. Can't have that. Oh, this thought just sounds horrifying. And so, I mean, dang it again, every time with that one oil slick. Ah, second! Dang it. So, hope everyone has a good one. And I'll see you next week. Oh, the type's third. Nice. I gotta get points. More points. Have a good one.